Hi, my name is Makalani and I am here to help you crack the code and fall in love with the Jasmine Stitch. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to increase with the Jasmine Stitch. Learning to increase makes the Jasmine Stitch so much more versatile, and also increasing is an important part of a lot of my best-selling patterns, such as the Jasmine Heart, the Jasmine Christmas trees, and also the coasters. I've linked to these patterns below so you can find them there if you want to put your new skills to use right away. If you are new to the Jasmine Stitch, I recommend that you start with my video, Learn the Jasmine Stitch in One Night. I've linked to it below and it's the perfect place to start. Okay, we are ready to increase. Let's dive in.
Before we dive in and make the increase, let's prepare by looking at this swatch. This swatch is worked back and forth. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 petals along the bottom. And if we count on this row here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 petals along the top. We have therefore not increased or decreased. I also want to remind you that the basic Jasmine stitch consists of 3 petals together. So this here, 1, 2, 3, that's one petal stitch cluster of 3 petals. And this here, 1, 2, 3, is one petal stitch cluster of 3 petals. And the petal stitch cluster with 3 petals is kind of like the single crochet of the jasmine world. It's the most used stitch. And when you increase, you make a cluster with only 2 petals. Let's start by making a petal stitch cluster with 3 petals together. Pull the loop on your hook up, yarn over, and insert your hook through the flower center. Get the yarn and pull it up. You now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, do the same again, get the yarn through the flower center and pull it up. Now you have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert through the next flower center, get the yarn and pull it up. Do that one more time, get the yarn and pull it up. Now you have 5 plus 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, get the yarn through the next flower center, pull it up, yarn over, get the yarn through the next flower center and pull it up. Now we have 5 plus 4 plus 4 loops on our hook, and we're going to secure these with a single crochet and a chain stitch like this. Yarn over, pinch the yarn below the hook and pull the yarn through all the loops. Now keep pinching the yarn in your left hand. You get a little opening here. You're going to insert your hook through there and get the yarn. Pull it through only the first loop on your hook. Now you've got 1 loop on each side of all these loops of the petals. You're going to yarn over, pull through both, and chain 1. Now you've completed a normal petal stitch cluster with 1, 2, 3 petals. Now we're ready to make an increase, that is, making a petal stitch cluster with only 2 petals together. Start by pulling the loop on your hook up, yarn over, and get the yarn through the first flower center and pull it up. You've got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, get the yarn through the same flower center again and pull up. Now you have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over and insert into the next flower center here. Insert, get the yarn and pull it up. Yarn over, insert through the flower center, get the yarn and pull it up. Now you have 5 and 4 loops on your hook, and normally we would make 1 more petal in this flower center here so that we get 3 together, but now we're going to secure these instead of making 1 more petal. We secure these with a single crochet and a chain stitch like we always do. Is we yarn over, pinch the yarn below the hook, and then pull the yarn through all the loops on the hook. Now, notice that I'm still pinching the yarn in my left hand and there's a little opening below it. Insert the hook into this opening, get the yarn and pull it through just the first loop on the hook. Now you've got 1 loop on each side of the 2 petals. Yarn over and pull through both of these, tighten well and chain 1. Now we have made a petal stitch cluster with just 2 petals. 1, 2. You can see all these other ones have 3 together. This one has only 2, and that is our increase. Now we're going to make a normal petal stitch cluster with 3 petals in this flower center, here, and then we're going to have a look at the increase again to see what it actually looks like. To make the next petal stitch cluster with 3 petals, pull the loop on your hook up, yarn over, and insert through the flower center on top of the increase, get the yarn and pull it up. Do that one more time. Now yarn over and insert through the next flower center. Now you've got 2 petals on your hook, yarn over and in through the next flower center again, pull up and do that one more time. Now you've got 3 petals, 5 loops, 4 loops, and 4 loops. And we're going to secure these like we did before. So yarn over, pinch the yarn and pull through all the loops on the hook. Find the little opening below the pinch yarn, insert your hook there and get the yarn through the first loop on your hook. Now you've got 1 loop on both sides of the 3 petals. Yarn over and pull through both of these, tighten well and chain 1. Here we can see the increase here. So we have 1, 2, 3 petals together, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So this is the increase stitch, and here we have one more with 1, 2, 3. To keep track of the increase, I recommend that you get a stitch marker and insert it into the flower center on top of your increase like this. And I recommend you do it after making the next petal stitch cluster, just so you don't have to work into this flower center while the stitch marker is in there. I want to show you how to spot the increase. So I have completed the top row so that we can have a look at the entire swatch together. Remember how we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 petals along the bottom? If we count along the top now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 horizontal petals. So we have increased by 1. You can spot this increase, of course, by the stitch marker, but also because the increase creates a tiny little bump along the edge on top here. Another way to spot the increase is to carefully consider the jasmine flower. Now this is one jasmine flower and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 petals. The same is true for the next one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 petals. However, the jasmine flower below the increase has 7 petals. This is the flower and you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 petals. Now you know how to increase and how to spot the increase. And if you have any questions at all, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to help. Thank you so much and happy jasmine stitching.